there was a broadcast I made some months ago, and I posted a video where Sultan of Sokoto made a statement. I will call it an exposition because he exposed a hidden agenda that people never thought or even believe, even as insecurities ravaging Nigeria. And this is what the Sultan of Sokoto said. Listen to him.
Hello, welcome to this channel. There is this video I came across and I would like us to watch it together. But before we do that, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do that. Click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to keep being part of this. Then as you watch, do not forget to react and also drop your comments in the comment section.
Now, there was a broadcast I made some months ago, and I posted a video where Sultan of Sokoto made a statement. I will call it an exposition because he exposed a hidden agenda that people never thought or even believe, even as insecurities ravaging Nigeria. And this is what the Sultan of Sokoto said. Listen to him.
I think it's important for us to tell ourselves the home truth, because we must tell ourselves the home truth. What we must do to challenge these bandits, because we all know the consequences of this banditry and insurgency on the morale and on our lives. Because it will take decades to get out of it, if at all we get out of it, because we all know the consequences and we know the problems.
I don't think you listened to what he said well. I don't think so. He said that it is going to take decades. You know what the meaning of decades, right? A decade is 10 years. 2 decades is about 20 years. So Sultan of Sokoto is saying that all this killing you are seeing, this banditry, this terrorism, especially by Fulani terrorists, that it is going to take minimum of 20 years for you to be able to stop it. He did not stop there. That one is a probability. He said that is if it is going to stop. That is to say, Sultan of Sokoto is just telling you that this thing is not going to stop because it is for a particular agenda. Okay? Follow me step by step in this video. Take a listen to what he said.
I think it's important for us to tell ourselves the home truth, because we must tell ourselves the home truth. What we must do to challenge these bandits, because we all know the consequences of this banditry and insurgency on the morale and on our lives. Because it will take decades to get out of it, if at all we get out of it, because we all know the consequences and we know the problems.
Now, as you continue to watch this video, you will see where the Sultan said that there are so many things he's supposed to say, but because he's on the camera, definitely they are going to upload it to the internet, so he don't want to reveal some certain things. But we know that, okay? There is no need. We know that. Now, he made a statement some months ago in is it not Kaduna? Yes, in Kaduna, where the whole northern ended. They came together, both the traditional rulers and politicians, to discuss about the consequences of this banditry of Fulani terrorists that is ravaging Nigeria from the northern part of the country. So that was the reason why they came together to start discussing it. But you see, I want you to first watch the full speech of this man. He's a very respected, what is it called, traditional ruler, okay? So when you finish watching it, there are a lot of things I want to discuss.
Once more, senseless killing of innocent people yesterday. Now we pray to Almighty Allah to guide us right in this 2-day summit, to come up with proposals to not end insurgency, because you cannot end insurgency everywhere, but to bring it to the minimum that people can go about their lives without let or hindrance. Distinguished Excellencies, I will not forget to recognize the former president who came all the way from Daura for this program. That shows his commitment and concern too, as a Northwesterner. And I think it's important for us to always pray for our leaders. Most people here and those listening, because I think this is televised, most people gathered are fairly very, very familiar with the causes as well as the consequences of the insecurity in this part of the country for the last 1 decade or so. Reports after reports, conferences after conferences, consultations after consultations, and of course, recommendations after recommendations. Still, the problem persists. Why? It's time to ask the question, why are things still in the state they are today, despite the tons of money spent on procuring equipment for the services and also for the well-being of the personnel, and also what the governors have been doing to bring to an end this insecurity. We need to ask this question for us to discuss and move and know how to move forward. But without giving an answer to this question, we cannot go anywhere. We will come back to another conference again. We're still talking about the same issues, the same problems. I'd like to thank UNDP and other United Nations agencies and the German government for supporting this conference in this beautiful hall, very conducive to talk about issues of insecurity. But the real issues are talked outside the hall, where the people live, in the villages, in the towns, and in the markets, which I think we need to discuss here, so that the governors will have a way forward in what really we all must do together to bring these problems to a minimal level. I'd like to thank UNDP and other agencies, but I want to say, no matter how much support you give us, if we are not ready and willing to end these criminal activities, we can't succeed. We will be the ones to work for this and end these problems if we so desire. Nobody will come from somewhere to work for us. Nobody will come from the moon to solve these problems. We must solve our problems. So I'm very much pleased with this inaugural meeting of the Northwest Governors Forum to once more talk about. We have had a series of conferences in the last 10, 12 years on these issues. And the last one we had in 2022 was the most instructive, I think the best way forward. But unfortunately, we could not implement anything as elections 2023 came on. Now, a year after the elections, we have this program, program today in Kaduna to discuss about what we need to do. I think it's important for us to tell ourselves the home truth, because we must tell ourselves the home truth. What we must do to challenge these bandits, because we all know the consequences of this banditry and insurgency on the morale and on our lives. Because it will take decades to get out of it, if at all we get out of it, because we all know the consequences and we know the problems. I would like to come back home as we discuss, because this is an open forum. There are so many things you cannot say, because you are on TV, you are on live TV, and you're also in the internet. So maybe when we come down in closed session, we discuss some of these issues. Because the last conference, as I have said, had former ministers of defense, had former service chiefs, and they brought one very good way forward, which we met with the Northern Governors Forum. And in fact, let me just say, we have met with the Northern Governors Forum nothing less than 5 to 6 times on some of these issues. Now, this new set of governors, I believe, will be the change we need to utilize on for us to reach out to everybody and have this successful outcome of whatever we decide to do. So we'd like to assure you, on behalf of the Northern Traditional Leaders, which I happen to be the chairman, on behalf of all traditional leaders in the country, we are always ready, because we know the problem of the people are on our shoulders, and people come to us, and we are always ready to work with the government or with the governors at all levels to move our states, our country forward. Be rest assured, we are willing, but our presence here alone shows that yes, we are here, and we are always willing, once we are called upon, or when we now call upon you, the governors, because we know your doors are always open to us. You have never stopped seeing us whenever we have issues to discuss with you. We will continue to work with you. We must continue to work with you, because we know that's the only way forward to save our region, to save our country from the numerous problems that we've been facing. I have a short listing. I will find a way of getting it across to the organizers of this program. Maybe when we come to at the closing session, we can discuss some of these issues as we listen to other comments from people, so that we now move our region, the biggest region, the most populated region, the region where all the votes count to make somebody a president. So we know what Northwest is, and we know what Northwest is not. We know we are humble people. We know we reach out to everybody. We know we fear God Almighty. And God, in His infinite mercy, will bring to an end all the security challenges facing us, in particular in this region and in the country. I'd like to thank the VP for taking time, despite the loss, to be here. That shows his commitment for him to just come here and be with us, also to pray for you. And we assure you, you are part and parcel of us. We wish you all the very best. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless all our leaders. May He give them the strength to move our country forward. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Now that you watch up to this point, now, if you do watch most of my videos, I do ask one particular question. What is the exit strategy to all these insecurity, killings, all these things that we are seeing? What is the exit strategy? When I mean exit strategy, I mean, what do you think that is the way to stop it? When you are thinking of stopping it by your own power, you can, some of the communities will be able to resist it, some of the state ethnic group might be able to resist it, but what of others? What of others? They will need sage and finish them and wipe them away. So that is why I continue to state that Nigeria is not sustainable. It's not what you do with violence. This is a common sense thing, that Nigeria is not sustainable. Now, another thing that makes me laugh is that, you see, the who end it, they knows the truth. They know what is going on, but they don't want to tell you. They want you, the masses, the poor masses, to continue to follow them, to do everything they want you to do, because they want to use you to make money, especially during the politics. The pastors, the imams, everybody that has congregation, that has crowd, that can control crowd, that has influence, they want the money during the politics. And after that, they give them security details that will be guiding them. And they don't care about you, poor man on the street. So that is why I said it is important you know where you stand, okay? So that at least after you, your children, your generation will not even suffer what you are suffering. If not, this thing is going to be worse, because when you look at the whole situation, everything is increasing every day, okay? It's a very terrible situation, but Sultan of Sokoto has come out to tell you. You see, another thing is that in Nigerian media, most of the things is inside video. So they won't even talk it, they won't discuss it. Shewon will not go and interview Sultan of Sokoto. What do you mean by this? Someone like Ruben Abati and all those people in Arise, they can never go and interview this man. What do you mean by this? All this mainstream media, you know, they have the capacity to do all these things, okay? But they are leaving the work for who to do it. We bloggers, we don't have the resources to do all these things. Not that we don't know what to do, but the resources are not there. Someone ought to go and ask this man. You said there are so many things you don't want to say on camera. What could that be? Now that you say that you don't think the bandits will stop, what do you mean by that? Now you said it will take decades. Why do you think it will take decades for bandits to be eradicated? You go and ask question, because everybody know what is going on, and nobody want to, you know, take the bull by the horn. Everybody is just saying, no, not me. Who is the owner of Channels Television? Who is the owner of Arise News? These are the friends of politicians. So they don't want to do anything that will disturb their friends. And we can't grow like that. Media is a very important, you know, sector in every nation that's supposed to help the country. But Nigeria, it is opposite. The media in Nigeria is nothing to write about.
Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your contribution in the comment section and also do well to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.